Hi, this is Sebastian. I want to share something with you I haven't as yet shared. When I have been sharing what's called Theoraphasz, God speaks in the final phase of human development, it is from 30 years ago. That's how long I've been sitting on it, waiting the timing to be right to share it. 30 years. I must have read it 100 times to make sure that it is not something that is not of God. I've read it and compared it to perhaps the Bible and other things in it. There's nothing in it that I wouldn't deem as truth. And truth can't be denied. So, the reason why I'm sharing this right now is because in the past couple of days I've had a couple of people that were a little leery, one completely leery, who is Bible-based Christian, and I understand it completely because I was a Pentecostal minister in the Pentecostal realm of religion, and I know and have studied the Bible lots and lots of times with the lexicon, the Gesenius. I mean, God had always used people who were willing to share truth without feeling like condemned by other people. Because trust me, I knew as soon as I put this out there that people were going to start questioning who I am. As a human being, as a person, am I some kind of crazy nut? So I'm going to be sharing the next chapter. Be looking for it. I'll give you the YouTube channel. Hi, my dear friends. I am sharing today chapter 13 of Theoraphasz, opening your spiritual eyes. As I said in my little prompt, this was written 30 years ago, and I've spent 30 years waiting for Spirit to say, this is time. In other words, the subtitle, God Speaks in the Final Phase of Human Development, is actually coming to pass. So open your eyes. I'm not asking you to believe me, I'm just asking you to listen. Okay, so here's chapter 13. Opening your spiritual eyes. In your purest essence, you have 7 eyes encircling your spiritual body. When all of your spiritual eyes open, you will see all around you. When you experience this vision, you'll have what some call an out-of-body manifestation. This kind of spiritual awareness can only happen apart from the physical body, since your human bodily vibrations are not strong enough to sustain such spiritual energy. If you're already experiencing this kind of spiritual insight, understand that this dimension is being unveiled for your next stage of spiritual growth. You obviously need to bring forth great psychic and physical healing in your life. Psychic, and this is not in the text, psychic is mental. It doesn't mean like you're psychic, like living in the world of the psychic energy and, divination. It just means mental, great mental and physical healing in your life. Going back to the text. Be aware of your divine purpose. Every good gift is given for a reason. Be good stewards of your talent. If you've never experienced an out-of-human body communication with I am, that's in capital letters, then continue in your seeking and meditation. Be persistent, and it will happen. I assure you, as you knock, the door will be opened unto you. Be mindful during these first moments of spiritual awakening. They may seem peculiar. Don't try to move or fly. Just be still, be aware. Get used to your new vision. It takes a human baby many months of watching and just being aware before it begins to identify and move with agility in its human body. Give your spiritual self the needed time. Just an aside, it's taken me 65 years. I've had, like I said 30 years ago, I've had moments where spirituality has kind of unveiled itself to me, and I would say more accidentally. And then afterwards, I try to meditate into those same spaces, and it just doesn't happen. That's only a gift God gives you. You can only make yourself available and open for it. Back to the text. You may have to get used to your spiritual body. You can help yourself move along on the path of spiritual awareness by meditating in the morning and in the evening every day. The more you take time for spirit, the faster you grow. The entire process is up to you. Do you want spiritual wings? Do you desire to communicate with your higher self? Do you desire to find ultimate fulfillment? Spirit's telling me to define higher self. So higher self is, we talked about this a lot in my videos, the I am, not all capital letters, but capital I and am, and then the me. Your higher self is the I am. The me is your physical human self and brain. So when it says, do you desire to communicate with your higher self, it basically is saying, do you know that your higher self is I am and it's connected to divinity and to power? That's what it's saying here. Let's go back to the text. Do you desire to find ultimate fulfillment? Every question has an answer deep in your own heart. When you can answer these questions, you begin down the path towards your spiritual goal. Some of you have tried spirituality but have not been successful because of many outside sources pushing you in different directions. Remember that only one source exists for direction, and that source is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. It's within your mind, it's in your heart. It's even in the created physical body and brain. Not as much there as it is in your mind, but it is indeed in every part created, because God is all in all. I'm parenthesizing something I'm saying about what I just read. Now back to the text. Listen to what your teachers and friends say, but always come back to the self to find the answer. You will know when truth rings through your mind and heart, because its resonance will draw you to silence and understanding. If you stand at the foot of the door and knock, an answer will be given. Know this, the answer is in the waiting. You have heard, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Why is this so? Because in the quietness of the waiting, like the caterpillar, your wings grow. And as you allow yourself the time to be strong in the knowing, truth will undergird your flight. You will sail high above the world in its present knowledge and doctrine. You will be lifted above those without truth, not because you're special, but because you've waited upon the Lord. Truth is light, not heavy. Truth is light, not dark. Truth is light, not burdensome. Truth is just as you are. Wait in this knowingness. And I might add that what God has been telling me, you need to do nothing. That is paradoxical in the sense that, of course, we have to do something every day. But do we have to do anything to move the kingdom of God forward? That's not mine to do. If Spirit chooses to let me be a vehicle, and I say yes, then that could be part of what I need to do today. I'm saying yes right now to this. The next chapter is called Triangle Prayer Position, chapter 14. I'll see you then. Remember, like this video and subscribe so you could read the rest of this with me and listen and be uplifted and guided into your spiritual growth. Many blessings to you. With the brain, with the mind, with a dream. And you need to have your brain clear for that dream to express itself.
Can get really busy taking care of my home, 2 careers and my family, when your mind can't seem to get quiet to rest, that's when you need to use zeroing out.
I can't believe how much zeroing out has helped me reduce stress. You've got to try it.
Work for me can get time-consuming and stressful at times, but zeroing out has really changed the way I look at my schedule and my time.
Such a step above any other book I've ever seen about this topic, and it's such a simple technique, and I'm able to do it by myself, which I love. So